Carrie and Cassidy for blonde talk. So, what was it, a couple days ago?
Wednesday.
I picked her up from school, and
We went down the road to get some gas, and we looked up and we're like,
we're at a stoplight.
yeah, we're at a stoplight. And we look up and we see this shiny thing, and I just kind of dismiss it as something on our windshield, but my mom goes,
I was like, what's that?
and so we look at it, and it was too far away to be an airplane or a helicopter, but closer than a satellite should have been. And it was the middle of the day, pretty much.
And it was like this kind of shape, and it was like shinier on top than bottom, or bottom than top, or whatever.
It was shiny all around,
Yeah.
but there was shadowing on the bottom.
And there was like this field around it too. And I was like, what is that? I was like, no way. Because I thought maybe it was like a weather balloon, or...
It was oblong, so it wasn't really a balloon. It was
Well, I was like, you know.
it was an oval-shaped sphere of white, silvery,
metallic-y, glittery.
We're intelligent.
Yeah. Anyway, she was going to pull out the camera to take a picture of it. And just when she had it out, it went, it was gone. It just like disappeared.
Like, as if it had turned on stealth mode. We saw a UFO.
It was something.
It was...
So we've had this discussion about aliens.
Yes.
Yeah.
She thinks that they think we're like cattle, and, you know...
I mean, if they do exist, if that's what we saw, and they do exist,
they
right?
exist.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, they must think that we're like cattle. They just come to look at the animals and see how we're doing, or whatever their concern is with us, because we're just like stupid beasts.
I think that we're more like interesting lesser human beings. You know, like the social Darwinism thing. I think it's like that, only, you know, the aliens are on top, and then there's like, I don't know, dolphins, and then there's like us. So they come to observe us. Hey, they might even not be coming to observe us. They might come to observe like Gracie or something. Who knows? Their motives are weird, but I think that we must be fascinating because we conduct the same experiments they do on us, but we conduct them on like animals.
Yeah, so that's why I think, you know, we're like cattle or whatever. And then like our cattle are like maybe mollusks or something. Who knows? It just seems so stupid, you know, like all the people that complain about being abducted or whatever. It's always the anal probing and stuff. It's like, what's up with that? But and how many times can an alien probe a rectum? That's like my deal. It's like, what is so interesting about the rectum? How many samples of rectum?
It might be like cow tipping.
It's like the rite of passage.
Hey, John. Let's go probe a human, man.
Oh, man,
They get all tanked up, and then they go and I got it.
It has to be something so stupid. A teenage rectal probing.
It's like cranial rectitis.
We're just like, oh yeah, whatever.
But I also want to point out that it's usually Americans. It's usually us that are like, man, I got probed.
I'm so traumatized by the probing.
Oh, I got probed again.
But the one thing, you know, you hear about all the stories about the probing and everything, you think, well, at least they had some pretty darn good drugs. I mean, they barely remember it. It's like, oh,
yeah, I mean,
you know,
that's pretty awesome.
yeah, so
Yeah.
at least they get something out of it, like a drink before a date.
Oh, God, Bob.
No, anyway, I don't know. Truly, I mean, just seeing that was enough for me forever.
I want to know more. Just because, you know, I think it'd be cool to be abducted by aliens sans rectal proning.
Proning?
Pro.
Well, you're prone when they probe you. But we had another experience. You want to tell them about the big light bulb experience?
I wasn't awake, so...
Well, yeah, you were littler. My mom and I were in our living room.
I was asleep.
And she was asleep, and my husband was gone. And this was years ago. And we're sitting there, la la la, we're talking, we're having a good time, la la la, talk, 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 talk. You know, like mom and daughter, she was midnight or so. And we had this big bay window, or not, it was a big picture window, not a bay window, in the front. And
A different house than we have now.
Yeah, it's smaller. And we, all of a sudden this ball of light literally comes right through that window, hovers in the middle of the living room, and zips off through the rest of the house. And my mom and I were like, "Woo!" We were so scared.
They woke me up.
And she comes out, she's like, "What?" And we're like, "Oh!" We're telling her, and she's, you know, she's little, and we're just scaring the pedoodle out of her. We call her.
I don't remember being scared.
You weren't scared. Well, we were scared. So she was.
I remember being like, "Shut up! I want to go to sleep. I love you guys, but seriously."
Yeah. So we were wondering if anyone else out there had like weird experiences and all that stuff.
It might have been a spiritual experience, though, not an alien experience. That's a whole nother genre
I
of
have
stuff.
no idea, but it was still
The
weird.
unknown.
The unknown. So anyway, that's our thing, and we were just wondering what you guys thought, or if you've seen one, or
You are one. If you are one, please call me.
no rectal probing.
No rectal probing.
No probing.
At all. And you have to have me home by 10.
All right. Have a good day. Bye.
You're on a pile of books right now. Outside in the sunshine.